I've got the ledger, I've got the map. I've traced every line of the sudden collapse. I know the Tuesday the silence turned cold. I've read every lie that we ever told. I went looking for reasons, I went digging for truth, down in the dark of our ghost-ridden youth. And I found it all, every splinter and stone. Now I'm standing here finally fully alone. But the answers don't breathe, no they don't have a pulse. They're just jagged reminders of someone else. The deeper I dug, the more I could see that the truth is a cage that won't set us free. So I'm putting the shovel down, leaving the ghost in the hollow ground. I know how it ended, I know why you left. There's no life to find in this audit of theft. Knowing the why didn't bring back the breath. It's just a long conversation with death. So I'm filling the hole, I'm letting it go, reburying the bones in the soft, quiet snow. Reburying the bones, reburying the bones. The autopsy's over, the file is closed. Every betrayal is finally exposed. I see the exact beat, the warmth left your eyes. I've carbon dated the first of the lies, but holding the wreckage won't make the ship sail, and knowing the weight won't balance the scale. I'm tired of the dust, I'm tired of the grit, I'm tired of the candle I shouldn't have lit. The answers don't breathe, no they don't have a pulse. They're just jagged reminders of someone else. The deeper I dug, the more I could see that the truth is a cage that won't set us free. So I'm putting the shovel down, leaving the ghost in the hollow ground. I know how it ended, I know why you left, but there's no life to find in this audit of theft. Knowing the why didn't bring back the breath. It's just a long conversation with death. So I'm filling the hole, I'm letting it go, reburying the bones in the soft, quiet snow. I thought the truth was a resurrection, but it's just a cold stone dead reflection. You can't fix a heart with a map of the break. You can't heal the soul with the size of the ache. I'm walking away from the dig site today, leaving the secrets to turn into clay. The soft, quiet snow. Let the dirt settle, let the grass grow. I have my answers and I'm letting them go. Reburying the bones. Sleep now. was clearing out the basement of my mind today, moving boxes of the things we never got to say. I hit something hard beneath the silt and the sand, a jagged little stone that didn't fit in my hand. It's dated back to a Tuesday 3 winters ago, a night a bit of silence isn't heavy, falling snow. I thought we laid it down, I thought we let it die, but I'm looking at the bones now and they're starting to cry. We didn't put it in a coffin, we just put it in the ground. We didn't wait for silence, we just muted out the sound. But the earth is getting thinner where the garden used to grow, and there's a coldness in the kitchen that I didn't used to know. These fossilized arguments frozen in time, carbon dated evidence of every little crime. We buried them alive and we thought they turned to dust, but they've been feeding on the roots and they've been hardened into rust. Oh, it's a heavy excavation, pulling up the floor to find the ghost of an old fire waiting at the door. Fossilized arguments, they never really go away. Tracing the ridges where your voice started to break, examining the fractures in the path of the ache. I remember how I stood there, so certain I was right, hardening in my heart like a mineral in the light. Now the garden's gone toxic, the roses are gray, because the poison in the soil had a long time to play. We were building the temple on a field of old wars. Now I'm finding the shrapnel in the grain of the doors. We didn't put it in a coffin, we just put it in the ground. We didn't wait for silence, we just muted out the sound. But the earth is getting thinner where the garden used to grow, and there's a coldness in the kitchen that I didn't used to know. These fossilized arguments frozen in time, carbon dated evidence of every little crime. We buried them alive and we thought they turned to dust, but they've been feeding on the roots and they've been hardened into rust. Oh, it's a heavy excavation, pulling up the floor to find the ghost of an old fire waiting at the door. Fossilized arguments, they never really go away. It's too late for the shovel, it's too late for the broom. The archaeology of us is taking up the room. I'm holding up a piece of what I said to you back then, and I'm realizing now that I would say it all again. And that's the tragedy, that's the hollow truth. We were killing the future to preserve our broken youth. Pulling up the floor to find the ghost of an old fire waiting at the door. Fossilized arguments, they never really go away. Buried alive, hidden in the dark. 3 years later, and it's still breaking my heart. Just a stone in my pocket, ghost in the grain, fossilized, still here. The lights are clean and cold, the air is thin and cold. I'm laid out on the tiles, watching the truth unfold about the vow we made, the one you said would stay, the I love you forever that started to decay. I got the scalpel out, I'm steady with my hand, trying to find the moment that we didn't plan. It looks so different now, stripped of all the grace, just a piece of rhetoric taking up the space. There's no heartbeat left to listen for, no warmth behind the chamber door, just a hollow shell of what was once a flame, and a million different ways to speak your name. I'm performing an autopsy of a promise, cutting through the skin of every word you said, trying to find the exact time it left us and why I'm still here sleeping with the dead. Was it January silence or the April rain? When did the devotion turn into this stain? I'm digging for the truth, being honest in the autopsy of a promise. I found a lesion here right around July. That's the month I think you learned how to lie. It didn't happen fast, it wasn't a sudden break, it was a slow acting poison, a calculated ache. By October the tissue had already turned to gray, but you kept on smiling, kept the dark at bay. I'm looking at the layers, the secrets and the soot, seeing how you had one hand out and one leaden foot. The evidence is mounting on the tray, there's nothing left for me to say. The cause of death is written in the bone, I'm dissecting a lie I should have always known. I'm performing an autopsy of a promise, cutting through the skin of every word you said, trying to find the exact time it left us and why I'm still here sleeping with the dead. Was it January silence or the April rain? When did the devotion turn into this stain? I'm digging for the truth, being honest in the autopsy of a promise. It was a convenient lie to keep the bed warm while the spirit died. It was a mercy killing you, didn't have the nerve to do so. I'm the one left cutting through the I love you. Yeah, I'm the coroner of my own heart, watching the anatomy fall I'm performing an autopsy of a promise, cutting through the skin of every word you said, trying to find the exact time it left us and why I'm still here sleeping with the dead. Was it January silence or the April rain? When did the devotion turn into this stain? I'm digging for the truth, being honest in the autopsy of a promise. Time of death unknown, but the lie was born before the seeds were sown. Seal the bag, turn off the light. I'm done with you tonight. I'm done with you tonight. I went looking for the shrapnel in the hall, looking for the cracks we left along the wall. I expected to find the debris of the screams, the shattered glass from all our broken dreams. But the floor is clean, the windows are all intact. There's no evidence of a violent act. I was bracing for the echoes of the slamming doors, but there's nothing left vibrating in the floors. It's a different kind of wreckage, cold and dry. No thunder in the clouds, no lightning in the sky, just a heavy hollow pressure in the chest, the kind of weight that never lets you rest. I'm unearthing the silence tonight, digging through the shadows of the fading light. I thought we burned it down in a blaze of red, but we just let it suffocate in the bed instead. It wasn't the anger that broke the seal, it was the months of nothing that we couldn't feel. The autopsy is in and the truth is violent. We didn't die screaming, we died silent. Looking at the calendar, tracing back the days, finding the exact moment we entered into the haze. It was dinner in a vacuum, breakfast in a tomb. The TV was the only ghost living in the room. 100 hours, your days with no follow-through, a slow erosion of the me and the you. We buried the resentment under the rug until there was no air left in the middle of a hug. It's a different kind of wreckage, cold and dry. No thunder in the clouds, no lightning in the sky, just a heavy hollow pressure in the chest, the kind of weight that never lets you rest. I'm unearthing the silence tonight, digging through the shadows of the fading light. I thought we burned it down in a blaze of red, but we just let it suffocate in the bed instead. It wasn't the anger that broke the seal, it was the months of nothing that we couldn't feel. The autopsy is in and the truth is violent. We didn't die screaming, we died silent. For a shouting match, a spark, a flame, a single strike of a match. I take the venom, I take the stinging pride over this quiet rock we've been keeping inside. But the ground is settled, the dirt is deep, and silence is the only promise we managed to keep. I'm unearthing the silence tonight, digging through the shadows of the fading light. I thought we burned it down in a blaze of red, but we just let it suffocate in the bed instead. It wasn't the anger that broke the seal, it was the months of nothing that we couldn't feel. The autopsy is in and the truth is violent. We didn't die screaming, we died silent. The truth is violent, no more words left to say, no more breath to take away, just the silence, just the unearthing. The metal handle is cold against my skin, A silver border where the truth begins. I haven't touched this wood in 100 days, afraid of the ghost that the shadows raise. But tonight, I'm the coroner, tonight, I'm the law, checking the fractures in the fatal flaw. I slide it open slow and precise, stepping back into the grip of the ice. I'm not looking for a reason to cry, I'm not searching for a beautiful lie. I've got my hands gloved, keeping it clean, dissecting the space in between. It's just evidence in the drawer, a cold exhibit of the war we didn't win. I'm cataloging every little sin, tracing the metal where the rust set in. It's not a keepsake, it's not a souvenir, it's just the reason why you aren't here. Exhibit A, left on the floor, evidence in the drawer. Lies your watch with the silver band, still holding the shape of your heavy hand. The glass is cracked, the hand is still frozen at the moment we lost the will. It's not a treasure, it's a sterile thing, a ticking bomb that forgot how to ring. I'm checking for prints, I'm checking for truth in the jagged remains of a wasted youth. I'm not looking for a reason to cry, I'm not searching for a beautiful lie. I got my hands gloved, keeping it clean, dissecting the space in between. It's just evidence in the drawer, a cold exhibit of the war we didn't win. I'm cataloging every little sin, tracing the metal where the rust set in. It's not a keepsake, it's not a souvenir, it's just the reason why you aren't here. Exhibit A, left on the floor, evidence in the drawer. No more flowers between the pages, just the silence that we built for ages. I'm closing the case, I'm sealing the bag, watching the spirits start to say, before I began. I was the victim, and you were the plan. It's not a souvenir, it's just the reason why you aren't here. Exhibit A, left on the floor, evidence in the drawer. Item number 4, a key that doesn't fit the door. Item number 5, the day we didn't survive, slide it shut. Lock the light, case closed. Tonight. I've been sitting on the edge of this mattress, watching the dust motes dance in the gray. I keep waiting for the ghost of a conflict to tell me why you finally looked away. I went back to the yard where we planted the always, under the oak tree where we carved out our names. I was looking for charter, for symbols of lightning, but I couldn't find any embers or flames. I was braced for wreckage, I was ready for war. I was waiting for the sound of you slamming the door, but the air is just empty and the silence is deep. It's a secret that even the shadows won't keep. It wasn't a fire, it wasn't a crash, it didn't go out in a mountain of ash. I'm digging through the dirt of what used to be you and me, and I'm choking on the soil of apathy. Nothing was broken, just nothing was fed. A quiet starvation in the center of the bed. Oh, it's a heavy harvest, what a tragedy to lose it all to the soil of apathy. I took a shovel to the floorboards this morning to find where the foundation started to slide. There were no hidden letters, no signs of a betrayal, no jagged edge secrets for either to hide. Just a layer of gray where the color had been, a slow motion fading of skin against skin. We didn't go bankrupt, we didn't go broke, we just ran out of breath before either one spoke. I was braced for wreckage, I was ready for war. I was waiting for the sound of you slamming the door, but the air is just empty and the silence is deep. It's a secret that even the shadows won't keep. It wasn't a fire, it wasn't a crash, it didn't go out in a mountain of ash. I'm digging through the dirt of what used to be you and me, and I'm choking on the soil of apathy. Nothing was broken, just nothing was fed. A quiet starvation in the center of the bed. Oh, it's a heavy harvest, what a tragedy to lose it all to the soil of apathy. Give me a scream, give me a fight, give me a reason to stay up all night. I take the venom, I take the sting over this hollow and colorless thing. We didn't end, we just stopped. The pressure failed and the temperature dropped. Choking on the soil of apathy. It's 3 a.m. and the silence is a physical weight. I'm done trying to negotiate with fate. I spent 6 months running from the edge of the yard, trying to ignore the ground that's grown frozen and hard. But you can't build a life on top of a ghost, and I'm tired of being the one who's haunted the most. So I'm standing out here in the damp and the dark, looking for the place where we lost the spark. My hands are shaking, but my mind is clear. I'm trading and running for the thing that I fear. No more whispers, no more looking away. I'm opening the earth where we used to lay. And it starts with the first shovel strike, breaking the surface of a long cold night. I'm digging for the reasons, I'm digging for the why, searching for the moment that we let the love die. Is there every kind of labor, methodical pain, tearing up the garden just to find a stain, down in the dirt where the secrets like to hide. It all begins with the first shovel strike. Here's the first layer, it's the things I didn't say, the words I let wither and just rot away. A little deeper down, I find the pride and the blame, the way I let the ego turn the warmth into flame. I'm hitting roots now, they're tangled and deep, the promises we made but we didn't quite keep. I'm sweating in the chill, I'm exhausted to the bone, discovering the wreckage that I've always known. Yeah, my hands are bleeding, but I'm finally here, facing the truth through the lens of a tear. No more whispers, no more looking away. I'm opening the earth where we used to lay. And it starts with the first shovel strike, breaking the surface of a long cold night. I'm digging for the reasons, I'm digging for the why, searching for the moment that we let the love die. Is a heavy kind of labor, methodical pain, tearing up the garden just to find a stain, down in the dirt where the secrets like to hide. It all begins with the first shovel strike. Was it the silence that did us in, or the slow, steady erosion of the skin? I'm looking for the heart, the place where it stopped before the oxygen failed and the pressure dropped. I'm not looking for comfort, I'm not looking for peace. I just need the questions to finally see. Shovel strike, breaking the surface of a long cold night. I'm digging for the reasons, I'm digging for the why, searching for the moment that we let the love die. It's a heavy kind of labor, methodical pain, tearing up the garden just to find a stain, down in the dirt where the secrets like to hide. It all begins with the first shovel strike. Almost there, I can see the wood, I can see the truth, and it doesn't look like I thought it would. Just dirt and stone, and the things I've known. First strike, last breath, First strike. Last breath. It's been in the bottom drawer for 14 months. Tucked behind the bills and the keys to a house I don't live in anymore. It's our 3rd anniversary, the one in the city. The lighting was perfect. The grain makes us look like we were built out of something permanent. But there's a thin layer of dust on the surface, gray and heavy, like a shroud. I'm sitting here on the edge of the bed, tracing the lines of the things that you said. You would look so radiant, glowing in gold. A story of us that I thought I had told. But the more that I look through the lens of the now, the more that the silence is breaking its vow. I'm wiping the surface, I'm clearing the haze to see what was hidden in those better days. And my heart starts to skip like the granular sound of a memory losing its grip on the ground. I'm zooming in close on the space in between, reading the code of the parts of the scene. I'm brushing off the Polaroids, searching for the truth, forensic evidence of a wasted youth. I thought we were solid, I thought we were one, but I see the eclipse and before we were done. Cause right there in the corner in the glow of the light, your hand is a ghost and it's taking its flight. You weren't holding on, you were pulling away. 3 years before you finally walked away. Look at your knuckles, they aren't relaxed. They're white tight, tense for the exit. I'm smiling at the camera like a fool in love, but your fingers are just barely touching mine. A strategic retreat. I was holding a palm, but you were already holding a grudge. How did I miss the distance in the middle of a hug? The chemistry's clinical, analyze cold. The truth is a secret that's finally been told. I see the tension around your eyes, a quiet rebellion, a polished disguise. I'm mourning the person I thought that you were while I'm brushing the dust off the edges of her. It's not just a photo, it's a crime scene map of how I fell head first into the trap. I'm brushing off the Polaroids, searching for the truth, forensic evidence of a wasted youth. I thought we were solid, I thought we were one, but I see the eclipse in before we were done. Cause right there in the corner in the glow of the light, your hand is a ghost and it's taking its flight. You weren't holding on, you were pulling away. 3 years before you finally walked away. It's the almost that kills me, the nearly stayed, the partially present, the slowly decayed. I'm looking at the start of the end in a picture I used to call my best friend. I'm brushing off the Polaroid, searching for the truth, forensic evidence of a wasted youth. I thought we were solid, I thought we were one, but I see the eclipse in before we were done. Cause right there in the corner in the glow of the light, your hand is a ghost and it's taking its flight. You weren't holding on, you were pulling away. 3 years before you finally walked away. Brushing off the dust, brushing off the lies, brushing off the lies. Just a piece of paper, just a chemical reaction, just a hand pulling away. Kept the garden blooming in the artificial light. I thought we built a cathedral, something built to last, strong enough to weather every shadow from the past. You smiled across the table, I laughed at every joke, while the air between us thickened with a silent kind of smoke. We were so busy polishing the glass and the chrome that we forgot to check the bones of this place we called a home. The cracks started small, just a line on the floor, a little less warmth when I walked through the door. I finally took a shovel to the things we didn't say, and I found the reason why it's all falling away. Beneath the forever and the I'll never leave was a web of the secrets we forced to believe. I'm standing in the ruins looking down at the ground, at the terrifying truth that I finally found. It wasn't the storm or the wind or the rain that brought down the house and left us in pain. It was the silence, the lies, and the things we didn't mention. We were standing on a rotting foundation. Found a box of resentments buried under the stairs, tied up in the ribbons of our unanswered prayers. You've been keeping a tally of every time I was wrong, writing your departures into every single song. And I was just as guilty, keeping my heart in a cage, hiding all my fear beneath the quiet, numb rage. The pillars weren't marble, they were hollow and gray, just waiting for the moment they would finally give way. Beneath the forever and the I'll never leave was a web of the secrets we forced to believe. I'm standing in the ruins looking down at the ground, at the terrifying truth that I finally found. It wasn't the storm or the wind or the rain that brought down the house and left us in pain. It was the silence, the lies, and the things we didn't mention. We were standing on a rotting foundation. How do you fix what was broken at the start? How do you mend a house built on a fractured heart? We poured the concrete over the cracks and the stains, but the rot always finds its way into the veins. I'm not even angry, I'm just tired and cold, watching the collapse of the stories we told. Beneath the forever and the I'll never leave was a web of the secrets we forced to believe. I'm standing in the ruins looking down at the ground, at the terrifying truth that I finally found. It wasn't the storm or the wind or the rain that brought down the house and left us in pain. It was the silence, the lies, and the things we didn't mention. We were standing on a rotting foundation, rotting from the inside out. We knew it all along, didn't we? Just a house of cards built on a grave. Hush now, let it sink. thumb is numb from the friction of the glass, watching 3 years of our history past, backwards through the seasons, through the birthdays in the snow, down to the layers that I didn't wanna know. 2,000 days of goodnight and you home. Now I'm just an archaeologist digging alone in a digital graveyard under a blue light glow, searching for the moment that the wind began to blow. The battery's at 5%, my eyes are turning red. I'm haunting the things that we should've left dead. I'm looking for the fracture, I'm looking for the seam, before the nightmare started leaking through the dream. I'm exhuming the chat logs, searching for the ghost, dissecting the moments when I needed you the most. I'm scrolling through the archives, I'm digging up the floor to find the exact week you didn't love me anymore. The emojis died in June, the I love yous lost their spark. Now I'm just exhuming the silence in the dark. Yeah, I'm exhuming the silence. August was vibrant, hearts in yellow moon. September was shorter, faded afternoons. But I hit October and the typing style changed. The punctuation's different, the syntax feels strange. No more exclamation points, no more can't wait to see. Just clinical responses, detached and hollowed out from me. I found it the Tuesday at 4:32. That's the last time a heartbeat came through from you. My battery is dying, but I finally found the site, the precise coordinates where you turned out the light. I'm staring at the red receipt, tombstone on the screen, dissecting the distance that grew in between. I'm exhuming the chat log, searching for the ghost, dissecting the moments when I needed you the most. I'm scrolling through the archives, I'm digging up the floor to find the exact week you didn't love me anymore. The emojis died in June, the I love yous lost their spark. Now I'm just exhuming the silence in the dark. It's a girl in labor, this forensic of the soul, trying to take the pieces and make them back to whole. But you can't reanimate a text that's gone cold, or fix a story that's already been told. I'm holding the shovel, I'm covered in the grit of every that didn't mean a bit. 'cause lost their spark. Now I'm just exhuming the silence in the dark. Exhuming, scrolling back. Wait, I've reached the beginning. 2021. Hey, I think I like you. I should have deleted it then. Months of morning coffee, 18 months of tangled sheets. I remember the math of our beginning, the rhythm of our pulses in the city streets. I've kept the calendar in a velvet box, ticking off the days since you walked away. But the numbers started growing a life of their own in the hollow spaces of the everyday. I pulled out the ledger to check the cost, to see how lasted longer than the I love you. I'm carbon dating the ache, measuring the time it took for us to break. The math is a hammer, the truth is a stone. I spent more time grieving than I ever was known. 500 days of being your light, 600 nights of this ghost-filled fight. I'm mourning the us that's already decayed, longer than the actual promise we made. Sweater is a fossil now. The smell of your skin is a dying trace. I'm studying the strata of my own regret, tracing the lines of a disappearing face. It's a strange archaeology of the heart, digging through the years that we've been apart, realizing the shadow has outgrown the man I'm holding, the hourglass with shaking hands. I pulled out the ledger to check to see how much of my life I've lost, and the ink on the page turned cold and blue when the silence lasted longer than the I love you. I'm carbon dating the ache, measuring the time it took for us to break. The math is a hammer, the truth is a stone. I spent more time grieving than I ever was known. 500 days of being your light, 600 that's already decayed, longer than the actual promise we made. The mourning is the monument, the grief is the career. And the body ever was. I'm a prisoner of the after, in the ruins of the because. Spent more time grieving than I ever was known. 500 days of being your light, 600 nights of this ghost-filled fight. I'm mourning the us that's already decayed, longer than the actual promise we made. Longer than the touch, longer than the breath. I've given my life to a beautiful death. 1,000 days, and I'm still counting the dust. The blue light from the street lamp hits the floor. I'm staring at the wood and the ghost behind the door. I reach my hand out to the empty freezing air, and I can feel the jagged edges hanging there. It isn't made of glass and it isn't made of stone. It's a map of every secret secret that I've ever known. I'm running my fingertips along the hollow space, trying to find the moment that I can't erase. It started with a whisper that you didn't quite finish, a little bit of light that we let ourselves diminish, just a hairline shadow on a Sunday afternoon. I didn't know the ceiling would be coming down so soon. And I'm tracing the fracture, the line where we broke, searching for the fire in the middle of the smoke. I can feel exactly where the trust began to give, in the fragile little house where we used to live. One dishonest breath, one turn of the key, and the cracks started running through you and me. Yeah, I'm tracing the fracture. Tracing the fracture. I remember the kitchen and the way the light died when I caught the reflection of the thing you tried to hide. It wasn't a landslide, it wasn't a roar, just the sound of a latch clicking shut on a door. That first little split, so thin and so deep, is the only promise that we managed to keep. Now I'm mapping the ruins, I'm measuring the cost of every single heartbeat that we eventually lost. And now I'm tracing the fracture, the line where we broke, searching for the fire in the middle of the smoke. I can feel exactly where the trust began to give, in the fragile little house where we used to live. One dishonest breath, one turn of the key, and the cracks started running through you and me. Yeah, I'm tracing the fracture. I could try to tape it, I could try to glue, but the air is leaking out of everything I do. The structure is failing, the motor is dust. That's the price you pay for a broken trust. Once the split begins, there's nowhere to hide. It just keeps growing on the inside. Tracing the fracture. Right there, that's where it started. A hairline crack in the middle of the dark. Tracing the line, tracing the edge, tracing the end. I've stopped throwing glasses. The walls are done with the noise. I'm done with the bargaining phases and the ghosts of these broken toys. I dug through the ash of the shouting and the dirt of the where did you go? But the deeper I go in the the silence, the more the cold begins to grow. I'm peeling back the layers of the anger, like skin from a fruit gone bad, looking for the root of the poison. And the best years I ever had is not the way you walked away, or the lies you told in June. It's the way I sat and listened to your dissonant, broken tune. I'm getting down to the marrow of the ruin, past the blood and the tears and the pain. I'm staring at the bone in this hollow, and I've only got myself to blame. The horror isn't how you broke me, or the jagged heart you left in the blue. The marrow of the ruin is the ghost in the mirror, knowing I'm the one who let you. Yeah, I'm the one who let you. I was a house with the doors wide open, in the middle of a hurricane season. I watched you take the silver without even asking for a reason. I saw the match in your pocket, I saw the kerosene in your glass, and I stayed in the center of the kitchen, just waiting for the fire to pass. I gave you the map to my shadows, I pointed to the places I bleed. I turned myself into a garden for a man who only knew how to weed. It's not the way you walked away, or the lies you told in June. It's the way I sat and listened to your dissonant, broken tune. I'm getting down to the marrow of the ruin, past the blood and the tears and the pain. I'm staring at the bone in this hollow, and I've only got myself to blame. The horror isn't how you broke me, or the jagged heart you left in the blue. The marrow of the ruin is the ghost in the mirror, knowing I'm the one who let you. Yeah, I'm the one who let you. It's a different kind of grieving, when the enemy is your own choice. When you realize the person who silenced you was the hand you gave your own voice. I dug for a villain, I dug for a thief, but I found my own signature on every page of the grief. I'm getting down to the marrow of the ruin, past the blood and the tears and the pain. I'm staring at the bone in this hollow, and I've only got myself to blame. The horror isn't how you broke me, or the jagged heart you left in the blue. The marrow of the ruin is the ghost in the mirror, knowing I'm the one who let you. Knowing I let you stay, knowing I look the other way. It's the bone, it's the white coat bone. It's 4 in the morning and the floor is cold, tracing the outlines of the stories we told. The wallpaper's peeling, the ceiling is black from a fire I started and can't take back. I'm on my hands and knees in the charcoal and soot, looking for the ground where we once took root. It's pathetic, I know, to be crawling around, looking for gold in this blackened ground. My fingernails are bleeding, my lungs are full of smoke. I'm searching for the punchline to a god-awful joke. Was there ever a second that was honest and true before the kerosene dripped from the heart of you? And I'm sifting through the ashes one by one, looking for a spark that wasn't killed by the sun. Just one scrap of a memory, unburned and clean, a moment of love that stayed out of the scene. I'm digging through the wreckage of the lies you fed, trying to find a ghost that isn't already dead. Just one piece, just one thing I can keep before I lay the ruins down to sleep, 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 sleep. Here's a fragment of a letter from 3 years ago. I'm blowing off the dust, but the ink won't show. And here's a Polaroid of what's left of the frame, but the fire took your face and it took your name. I'm a forensic of the failure, a coroner of us, dissecting the remains of a broken trust. It's a desperate labor, a self-inflicted chore to find a reason to love you just a little bit more. My skin is staying gray and the light is getting thin. I'm looking for a place where the truth might begin. Was there ever a second that was honest and true before I realized I never really knew you? And I'm sifting through the ashes one by one, looking for a spark that wasn't killed by the sun. Just one scrap of a memory, unburned and clean, a moment of love that stayed out of the scene. I'm digging through the wreckage of the lies you fed, trying to find a ghost that isn't already dead. Just one piece, just one thing I can keep before I lay the ruins down to sleep. Maybe the truth is that the fire was the plan. Maybe there was nothing to save since it began. But here I am, soot in my hair, charcoal in my heart, still looking for the part where you actually care. Through the ashes one by one, looking for a spark that wasn't killed by the sun. Just one scrap of a memory, unburned and clean, a moment of love that stayed out of the scene. I'm digging through the wreckage of the lies you fed, trying to find a ghost that isn't already dead. Just one piece, just one thing I can keep before I lay the ruins down to sleep. Nothing near but carbon, nothing near but bone. I found a piece of plastic, but I'm still alone, sifting, still sifting. The shovel's leaning by the kitchen door. I don't even remember what I'm looking looking for anymore. Just another layer of the how and the why, another piece of dirt to throw at the sky. I've spent 6 months on my hands and knees, sifting through the wreckage of our old memories. I thought if I found the bone I'd find the peace, but the digging is the only thing that won't ever cease. My palms are calloused and the sun is coming up, but there's nothing but grit in the bottom of my cup. I've been so busy looking down at the floor that I didn't notice the light wasn't there anymore. And oh God, look at the mess I've made. I'm standing in the center of a self-inflicted shade. I was so obsessed with the ghost of our past that I didn't see the shadows were built to last. Every inch of the truth that I dragged into the light took another minute from the day and gave it to the night. I thought I was building a monument for us, but I just dug a grave for the present in the dust. Yeah, I dug a grave for the present. The mail is piling up like a paper wall. I haven't answered a single person's call. The garden's overgrown and the sink is full, but the gravity of yesterday is such a heavy pull. I've mapped out every lie and every hidden debt, but I can't remember the last time my own needs were met. I'm a master of the ruins, a king of the was, destroying the is just because my palms are calloused and the sun is coming up, but there's nothing but grit in the bottom of my cup. I've been so busy looking down at the floor that I didn't notice the light wasn't there anymore. And oh God, look at the mess I've made. I'm standing in the center of a self-inflicted shade. I was so obsessed with the ghost of our past that I didn't see the shadows were built to last. Every inch of the truth that I dragged into the light took another minute from the day and gave it to the night. I thought I was building a monument for us, but I just dug a grave for the present in the dust. Wide enough to, I've got plenty of room for me and none for you. I spent so long mourning who we used to be that I've buried the only version left of me. Oh God, look at the mess I've made. I'm standing in the center of a self-inflicted shade. I was so obsessed with the ghost of our past that I didn't see the shadows were built to last. Every inch of the truth that I dragged into the light took another minute from the day and gave it to the night. I thought I was building a monument for us, but I just dug a grave for the present